rocking Toke. This is gonna be a Tarot and Toke. So, the first one, I don't know, it just started getting really glitchy, so I decided to switch up the title anyway. It all worked out. So, I was basically just talking about how it's okay to step back and say no. And that's kind of what it comes down to. As a premise. As a premise of what I was saying. And, a lot of people spend all of their time throwing shade at themselves and guilt tripping themselves for something that just wasn't humanly possible. And sometimes 44, what is not humanly possible is trying to force yourself into something that you don't belong in. Trying to force yourself into a puzzle that was never yours to conform to fit into. 101. So it's okay to just say no. Because sometimes it feels good. First of all, sometimes it actually just kind of feels good. Oh, so it is just like that. And I will tell y'all, it is not easy getting here. And I will also tell y'all that it wasn't right. And that's the thing, isn't it? Because it wasn't right. And for us to admit that, literally admitting it, radiating it, we are back. To admit it and radiate it is the best part of waking up. It ain't Folgers. It ain't Folgers, y'all. The best 202. The best part of waking up is being able to admit that you are worth more than you have been through, that you didn't deserve what you went through, and saying, I can radiate this. Like, I don't deserve to be afraid of people. I don't deserve to cower in fear. 222. I don't deserve to cower in fear. And I see that a lot of us stay in relationships and a lot of us stay in friendships because we are afraid to admit, hey, I kind of feel like I'm losing my mind because I feel like my consciousness is a little bit above yours, and sometimes you don't meet me there, and sometimes I just feel blah, 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 blah. And then you go down a rabbit hole, and then when they don't know what you just said, it's like, okay, so I'm crazy then. But you're not. 303. You're not. And that's the best part. 306. Because you get to say that. You have full right to say that. And I love saying that stuff. I love saying that stuff. Thank you. I love being able to just be honest. And people will try to take it from you. That's the scariest part. And that is honestly why I needed a YouTube break. And honestly why I just needed a minute to accept myself. Because it is so scary to say I deserve more. Because jealousy is awful. And people do, people do crazy things for love. People do crazy things for jealousy. Both. 404. People do crazy things for both. And 408. When you say, I feel unappreciated. It's like, dang, I'm so glad I finally said that. But it's also like, ugh, because now they out for your neck. Now they out for your neck because you said, I don't really mess with anything you just said. People can sit here and say, you're awful. You don't know what you're talking about. You're mean. You don't know how to cook. Like, they can say anything that they want, but it literally could be a blatant projection of who they are and what they're feeling about themselves. 444. And yes, of course, I will move through that tarot reading in a minute. I'm really just warming up to it here. I'm just like sticking my toes in for a second because it has been a minute since I did a reading. I did pull a card though. And it was essentially just clarifying that you've got direct connections in your life who are not capable of meeting you where you are. And this is why people project on you. 515. This is why people make you feel bad about yourself. I get that. And see, that's so amazing to admit that within yourself. Like, honestly. And I know people are usually going to say, that's your mom. You know you love her. Of course. Of course I love my mom. Like, you can tell them that. And because you're allowed to. You don't have to water yourself down for other people. And if you're sitting there and being unconfrontational, people will treat you like you're being confrontational. 555. And that is the issue. Because they are confrontational. And to sit down with you and say, wow, that's a really good point, would have to mean directly that they take responsibility for what they made you feel. 606. And you're allowed to be. I thoroughly recommend it because I fled. I'll be real. I fled from where I was because I just wasn't getting seen. And the more that I stayed, the longer that they used it against me. So that's why I say I'm so happy to just be, and I'm so happy to be myself, and I'm so happy to love and be honest when I do love. Even if a relationship doesn't work out, I'm really grateful to sit back and say, you know what, I love that person. Even if their consciousness did not reach the level of my own, I fucking love them. Like, you're allowed to be honest about that. So, just know, there's only so much that you can do until you truly... I'm from New York. Upstate New York. Oh, that's cool. Well, hello from upstate. I know that you're the only person on here, but it's truly an honor to it's truly an honor to just be reciprocated. It really is. Because I'm on a platform, but that doesn't make me any different from anybody. But the line there is that sometimes you have to say, I'm not different from anybody, but people are treating me like I think I'm brand new. Thank you. And yeah, I guess I would recommend parts of it. I don't know. Maybe not where I'm from. I'm just from a little small town. But I still taught myself how to love, so I just cut it right in the middle. I still taught myself how to love, so that's the cool part, because I was spending all of my time. Being somebody that was consistently reciprocatory of people who were holding me back. And that's the thing, because you were essentially on a horse, right? And this doesn't mean that you were on a high horse. You were just on a horse because you were high up. So you were really treading, if you will. You were just getting to your destination, doing your thing. And then people just want to look you in the eyes and tell you that you're not enough, and tell you that you have to stay where you are, and should you move on, you are betraying the people that you love. And this put you in a perspective of literally fear, as I was talking about. Excuse me. Because, it's so easy to sit back and just say, well, there's nothing wrong with me, and I'm a human, and I can only do so much. But to sit with that, and also expect everybody else around you to sit with that as well, it's impossible. And it will only establish chaos. And this is the thing, because sometimes you have to separate yourself from it. Yeah. Because that is your justice. Because you've spent so long just accepting... you spent so long accepting the heartbreak that it went from acceptance to just, this is what it is. It literally went from, they kind of hurt me, to, I have to be hurt all the time now. Like, I don't know how else to live. 10:01. I literally don't know how else to function. So now I just have to live in this hurt. So yeah, you're finally picking up off, you're picking up on, picking up off of a new chapter. Picking up off, what am I trying to say? Starting, I don't know. Picking up on a new chapter. I don't know, that's all I can say right now. But yeah, you're like really picking something new up. You're picking something new up and you're trying it out. And apparently this is just for you because you're the only one seeing this. So this must be like truly a divine meeting, a divine meeting between you and I. So I think that you truly were meant specifically to see this, because other people are going to see this video eventually, but I think that you were the first one that was meant to. Because why? Because you are something of light and you are something of beauty that many people, not only like they see it on you, but they just don't know how to work for it. So then they are prolonged in a continuous cycle of holding themselves back. And wow, this is specifically for you. 11:22. Hang on. I'm gonna call you Tex. Is that okay? And then we get a little personal. Because this is like very insistent divine interaction is what this is. Because I usually have like at least 4 or 5 people in my lives, but I think that you are getting to a point in your current experience where, hang on. Current experience where you are truly stepping up. Like you're really being yourself and you're saying like, I really did everything I could. I did everything that I could through the condescending love that I experienced. And people will tell you that it's unconditional, but you need to be able to discern that. And this could be with your mom as well. Specifically, like this could be with your mom because I had that same experience with my family. And some were worse than others, but at the end of the day, like I had to discern whether or not they were making me feel worth my own time. Because I continuously fell into a cycle where I said, am I not good enough? And then I would say, well, I'm looking out at this world and it just seems really drab, and I feel like that's a direct reflection of me. So it would put you in this consistent pursuit, if you will, of just seeing yourself in a very poor manner. And this wasn't even your fault, because people saw you struggling. People saw you falling out. People saw you being imbalanced and experiencing a pressure that they were continuously placing onto you. And they decided not to meet you where you are. Because they were comfortable. Wow, Tex! They were comfortable conforming. Man, listen, because this is crazy. I never have like a one-on, like this is like your reading. It's such an honor. It is. It means that you are here for a reason. You are here for a reason, and you are one of the only viewers of this because there's something in here specifically for you. Like there is something here that is mostly outlining your experience, and it's something for you to sit with and say, you know what, like I am tired of getting blamed, and I am tired of being lied to, and I am tired of having to protect myself in a manner that is just like completely blinding me from good experiences. So it's like you kind of stopped accepting things from other people. Like, and this includes the universe itself, because you said, you know what, universe, I love you so much that I don't want you to pick up for me. I don't want you to pick up for me. And that's what it is, because you're picking up where other people left off. 1444, that's exactly what I was trying to say earlier. So you have conjured strength that you didn't even have. And you had to alchemize it from negativity. Like you already didn't have energy. And then you had to like be around negative people and use that energy to alchemize what you were feeling in order to then have a little bit of energy. And that's just no way to live. That is no way to live. And insisting that lifestyle, insisting that disconnection from you and others is a direct mirror of what the universe is willing to show up and give you. So basically, your cards are really good. Basically, your cards are doing really great. Hang on. I'm glad you are digging it so far, because this clearly is your reading. I typically get, like, I would have typically in any other live gotten, like, at least, like, 3 people to scroll by now. But, like, this is specifically designed for you right now. And maybe other people will get on later, maybe they won't. But this is, like, something that is important for you to look at and say, I truly am doing everything I can. Because this is the decision you have to make. You have to say, I'm either ready to move on and accept that people are not going to meet me here regardless of how much I love them and I want to be with them. Because you need to accept that it's time to, like, either live your actual essence or keep reliving others' negativity. Because, like, you've never had space to see who you even are. You've never even had that space. So this is why, like, it's okay to say, you know what, I did everything I can. And I still wasn't met. But that doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. And that doesn't mean that I gave up on them because I'm selfish and I don't want to give anything that I earn. Through, I'm hearing, like, through disconnection. Like, literally, you could just be like, you could have some people blocked because they treated you poorly. You could have friends that you just fell out with because they weren't seeing you. So this is like the reclaim of you. And this is the acceptance of the loss that you feel like you're experiencing regarding another party. So these are people that don't have good intention for you. And what I mean by this is that these are people who, these are people who want to watch you carry all of their baggage for the rest of your life as proof of loyalty, is exactly what I just heard. As proof of loyalty. Because this is not even, I mean, like, this person, like, in the deepest depths of their heart loves you, but this person's ego is so enveloped around the deepest parts of their heart. So, like, they are literally looking at you as a cash cow. Like, even if it's not money that they're after, like, you treat yourself really kindly and they see that, and they don't want you to move on from the wounds. They don't want to let this version of you die because it would include them having to accept the wounds that they are trying to project onto you. And you're saying, no, I'm not going to do this random service for you so that your ego can be supported. I'm going to show up as what I am, and then I'm going to move on, and I'm going to accept everything that is for me because I am worth that. Wow. You said, where's my applause? That's hilarious. Yes, get that. Like, this is energetically. No, you're not going crazy at all, because I'm sitting here and I'll sit with myself a variety of times, variety of times of the day, okay? And I'll just try to see, like, where I went wrong, and when exactly I went crazy, and what day it was, and why it was, and all of these things. But what I really had to accept was that I'm not going crazy. Like, that is what this whole experience personally, like I'm sure you feel this to an extent at least, but this is like truly what most of my experience has led up to, is the fact that I deserve to sit here and say no. And so do you. We deserve to sit here and say, that's not okay, you can't treat me like that, you can't talk to me like that, you can't like come around and act sideways just because what, like maybe these people like make more money than you, or they have nice things and they're just using it against you. Excuse me. And that's exactly what it is. And I feel the need to bring up, like, maybe this person takes you to get food, and then like they specifically have designed it so that they go and you guys get food and then they use it against you later. Yeah, I mean, it's really entitlement, and that's exactly what it comes down to, and that's why people are trying to get you. I am like specifically hearing to act out and be a fool because of the way that they made you feel. And this is the thing, because the more that you come out of this rock in a hard place, which is what the meaning is reversed, like that's a rock in a hard place and like it's your time to decide, but this is like enlightenment. And this is like, I truly am looking at these people around me and I'm feeling like I can't thrive here. And it's sad and it's heartbreaking, and it's essential to sit down and say, but I'm worth so much more than begging. I'm worth so much more than asking for communication. I'm worth so much more than restarting my journey continuously in order to end up in the same spot that was casted. I'm hearing casted, like people are putting like hexes on you, is what I'm kind of getting here. And I feel it, and you're not crazy. It's just what it is. And the algorithm doesn't like what it is. So like, and that includes people's perspective. Like, people do not like the truth because they do not want to admit that they have caused you pain. And I used to be the same way, and it's okay to do that. Like, we're human, but like, if somebody is going to continuously show up to you and act sideways and act brand new, it is so important to be honest that they're doing that. And it's so important to be honest about the fact that you're not happy. Because, you know, in my last relationship, I was happy. But he was taking my energy and he was pouring it into his own cup. But he wasn't sharing it with me. He wouldn't share it with me. So then he would make me feel like my energy was his. Like he was like giving it to me out of the kindness of his heart. But realistically, what he was doing was just recycling my energy, and then I'm sitting around wondering why I can't clean my house. Therefore, falling back into the same cycle of guilt tripping yourself. Because you do not understand how to take your power back. Because people have convinced you that you that you were on a high horse this whole time. And that you're not listening to reason is exactly what I just heard. Exactly what I just heard. So, not cool. Not cool. It's okay to say that too, and that's like the funnest part. It's okay to like look at somebody and say, that's really weird that you're saying that. It's really weird that you are experiencing my balance firsthand, and then you're trying to convince me that I deserve to be blinded to it. But you know deep down that you're balanced. So this person keeps throwing you off that balance, and you keep climbing back up and saying, you know what, I deserve reciprocation. And this person hates that because you are finally coming out of hermit mode, and within this 2442, 2444, you are claiming your abundance that is in correlation directly to the throne that has been taken out from under you. by people who had bad intent, by people who did not communicate properly, by people who truly just wanted to recycle and mimic your energy as if it was their own. As if it was their own. And this is the energy of not only like true perspective, but logic. Logic. You have feminine and masculine qualities that is so difficult to come into synchronicity enough to find both sides of yourself. So the fact that I'm talking to two people right now who most likely are seeing this for a reason is the soul identifying equation of the fact that you are finally coming out of everything that was not serving you. Finally coming out of everything that was making you feel like you deserved to be held back. And within that, you are finally seeing exactly who you are and what you were protecting yourself from this whole time. And that is what is, wow, bringing back your fortune. That is what is directly destiny swapping your future and the person that tried to siphon you this whole time. And they were successful. They were successful for a little bit until they started running out of your value. Because they truly have claimed it as their own. And they got to the point where they were always like, they continuously and spontaneously kept falling out of control. So every time that they would fall out of control, it would show their darkest side. And their darkest side is the polar antonym of everything that is indirect. I'm just like getting reciprocation, indirect reciprocation to who you are. Because the universe wanted to make you think that you were all alone and that you had nobody, so that you would be so blindsided to what you were going to receive in the future that you would doubt it to the point that you would fall into negative relationships where you had the choice to step up and say no. Therefore, proving you deserve abundance. Like proving it to yourself, because you can sit with the universe all day and you can say, I deserve this thing. I really feel like you're not meeting me here. I really want this new car. I want this new job. But if you can prove to yourself you deserve love and abundance, I mean, the universe will magnify that by 1,000. Specifically is the number I'm hearing. 1,000. 1,000 times. 1,000 times. 1,000 times. Like, that is the spell. Because this is not any longer, and I am unhexing this collective, including myself, because this is no longer the time to sit back and wonder why we keep experiencing bad luck, wonder why we keep experiencing misfortune, knowing deep down that we are protecting so many people around us. So this energy that you are protecting so many people with is going to come right back to you. And it's going to have magnified so much because you were legitimately protecting. I'm hearing continents. Continents. Like, you love. And you do it different. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Cheers, y'all. People are going to be jealous. But the worst part is that they're going to then treat you like you're the jealous one. And just be like, that's okay. But I still love you and I do want to go get some tacos. Like, it's okay to just be like, hey man, like, I don't want to totally cast you out of my life. And I also know that I'm not going to grow with you in it. So I'm kind of just chilling in a limbo with you right now. But the issue is that people don't see the world the way that you do. And because of this, people don't understand that you are projecting, like, and this is in the best way, you are projecting everything that you are capable of experiencing that they do not want to accept for themselves. So it's like this person that you've just been laying in the darkness with because you feel bad, because you see what their future is going to be like. Greed. Greed, 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 greed. And you're seeing them sitting there. You're seeing them sitting there, and this is not a hex, this is truth. And I'm hearing this is truth of acceptance. So you're seeing these people just sitting in a dark room and saying, you know what, I really didn't give what I could have given to that person. So this is something that you lived through. This is karma that you lived through to protect others. That is why you are not seeing what you are capable of receiving, period. Because you were being blinded to what your qualities were. And because of this, you were getting held back and held up in your own head. Saying, what if I never change? What if I'm like this forever? You know, like, it's just this feeling of thinking that, you were too anal. You were too anal. Hang on. Because I just saw something. Anyway, it was the Emperor. And just too anal. Just like too in your logic state, basically. Because you're just so educated. And this is the thing about collective, because you're so educated. And it makes you look, I don't want to say crazy. I don't like that word. I don't agree with it. It makes you look like you have excelled in a way that nobody is going to keep up with, because they're not. Like, people will... Wow, the time is going crazy right now. 32, 23, 32, like all these numbers. But anyway, people are going to make you feel like you are so past the idea of sanity that you have then gone into a space of the pure consciousness of insanity as itself. So what I'm saying basically is the fact that people want to mimic you while they blindfold you from yourself. And that is why the devil is familiar. Ooh, that's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Because you will walk around all day and look at people and try to see the best parts of them. But when you look them in the eyes, you know, they might have a little spark, but they don't have the full color plethora, the full color palette of everything that is within your eyesight, of everything that is within your own perspective. They will not hold this, I'm hearing like translucence, like this frequency that is continuously like radiating itself. Like, you can't look into a narcissist's eyes and say, you know what, we are exactly the same. But you're mother freaking right that you're going to look into this person's eyes and say, you know what, there's so many parts of you that remind me of myself, and that makes me want to see you as a good person, because I know I'm a good person. And the worst part is that they will try to take that away from you the whole time that you give them the space to do it. Because this can all be space that you are trying to gift them for them to find themselves. But then they associate themselves as you, because you gave them your space. And then when you're sitting back and you're saying, you know what, like, this person came into my space and they're telling me that I'm all of these negative things. Like, they're seeing me in my alone time. They're seeing me in, like, my comfortable place as I am. So why would they be lying to me about, like, being able to see something that I don't? You know what I mean? Like, but that's not true. It's just because you let this person in and they specifically were designed to take your beauty away from you. Specifically designed for that. And that is how a manipulator's mind works. Because they will slowly and surely take all of the little parts of your mind, all of the little gears and the thingamabobs and the pins and the needles and the everything, and they will use it against you so that you feel crazy for wielding it. And you say, you know what? Being smart never really kept me feeling good about myself anyway. Like, being beautiful always made me feel alone. And being loved always made me feel unrealistic. So then you just like slowly throw away. This is so crazy. But somebody needs to hear this. And so do I. So you're not alone. You're throwing away everything that makes you yourself. And then they're going behind you and picking up all these needles and screws. And when you look back and you're like, are you good, bro? They're like just stashing them in their pockets. They're like, yeah, man. But the problem with this is that they then go and try to take those pins and needles and screws and find places to put them into themselves, but they can't find any place because they cannot hold your frequency. And this is why people who plagiarize always get caught. Because they don't fit that quilt. They don't fit that frequency. They do not align with those synchronicities of the parts that they stole from the person that does. Whew, that felt nice. Oh my gosh. And yeah, you're gonna miss people. And yeah, you're gonna sit up at night and say, I just should have showed up more, or I should have made him lunch more often, or maybe. And then you like spiral back into that rabbit hole that is hermit mode. Because you think that you do not deserve love for reflecting. I'm okay. And like,
Oh, cool. You can have your slice because I only want one slice because I need the rest of it to be
okay,
there.
or listen, I'm on live, so just know before then you figure out later and we fight. Okay? Just so you know.
I don't want to fight.
Okay.
I just want to eat my pants. Here's a pizza if you're hungry.
That's funny, because I was hungry 30 minutes ago, but then you want to act like
What are my
you're...
pants? You okay? Oh, thank you.
I'll give the rest of your clothes to you too.
Don't worry about it.
No, that's your stuff. I don't want
Have
it.
a good night.
I will. It feels so good. Like, it really feels good to say no. It feels so good. And here's the thing. If he would have just found out we were on live, we would have fought. And it would have been in front of y'all. And I respect you guys too much for that. That's awful. I don't want to put you through that. You don't deserve it. And I know it might be entertaining, but you don't deserve the negativity. You don't. Neither do I. And it's so sad because I know the more that I am honest about who I am with myself, then I know people are going to see it more and more often. And because of that, they are going to directly see the correlation of myself to my future. And I'm shaking because they're not going to be happy about it. So, oh shit, my dog just peed. 1 second. Come on, pup. You just did that right in front of me, too. I don't know. I don't feel like being mad. I don't feel like being mad right now. You know, I feel like I'm mad enough throughout the day. I'm good. Pup. Oh. Yeah, so anyway, it just feels good to be honest. It really does. What was I saying before that? Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so you're directly aligning to your future self. 4133. And the more that you align to your future self, the more people are going to try to take it away from you. And that's the thing. 4141. And for everybody who's still watching, thank you so much. It really means so much. And it's really flattering, and I love you guys. I really do, because, like, y'all have helped me survive for about 14 years. You know, I did videos when I was 12. And, like, I would fall in and out of it. But overall, it truly made me feel better. It made me feel so much better to just know that I can turn to people and be reciprocated automatically, because, like, this is a community. Like, it's a platform where people can come together and be honest about what they feel. Like, nobody has to be afraid. Like, anyway, Tex, you are OG AF, okay? I appreciate you so much. Like, I really appreciate everybody, but, like, Tex was the first one on here, and we, like, bonded or whatever. It was cute. So basically, you're, like, truly, and this is funny that I say this, Tex, because I was just talking about how, like, you were seeing the world in an opposing view, and now, like, I really feel like just, like, 20 minutes, oh, it's been almost an hour, but, like, an hour of just people connecting, like, it can really change everything that you feel about yourself. And this is why it's so important to not sit around and treat yourself like you're crazy. This is why it's so important for everybody to step up and say, I've always stepped up. Like, sometimes, and not everybody does, because it's painful. But when you do, it's important to acknowledge it, because you will have people coming back into your life, as you had just seen. Because I decided against giving him a little splinter in my life in case he needs to eat a sandwich. Like, I can make him a sandwich, and then, like, you know, he works hard. I'll give him that. He works really hard. 4404. So it's like, yeah, it's okay to, you know, like, I get that I'm beautiful, and I get that you don't feel beautiful, you know? So it's like, it's okay to just, because I'm tired of, like, trying to be mad at people. 4424. I'm tired of trying to place blame and think about all the technicalities where it should go. I just want to say I loved that person. Like, I really did. And it hurts that it didn't work out. But, you know, they really tried to 44 take all of your energy in the process of making you feel like you're the reason that it didn't work out, because they didn't want to accept that they deserve to be loved. To be loved. Hey! That would have just took my phone out. Come here, baby. So, yeah. And it's like, you can sit with this person and you can say, you know what? You're so pretty. Like, you can sit with this person and you can say, you know, you got a really beautiful way about you. Like, you can tell this person whatever they want to hear, but at the end of the day, they are going to tell you things you don't want to hear, because the negativity that is being stored in them has to go somewhere. Unfortunately. What are you doing, Goof? What are you doing, you little baby girl? Yeah, you. She's so sweet, y'all. She, like, might be the death of me, but she is really sweet. When she wants to be. When she wants to be, I will say that. Yup. I'll look right at her and say, don't do that. And she'll, like, wag her tail. I'm like, dang. Is that really what this is right now? She'll just wag her tail. And then she'll get all playful. Try to lick me. I'm like, no, really. Stop eating my clothes. She'll just keep trying to play. I'm like, I know you know I'm trying to discipline you right now, but I don't want to. Like, I hate disciplining animals, but I know that it's, like, so essential. Because, like, I will say that also about that man, is that he was good at disciplining her because, like, I was not. He was good at saying, you gotta stay over there. You gotta go. And now I'm getting better at saying it, too. You know? So it's like, that's the cool part. That is the cool part about loving and being open to love, is that, like, you're gonna meet people that have, like, really beautiful things in common with you, and you're gonna share beautiful memories. And because you get to share beautiful memories, you take things from that, and then you get to kind of incorporate it into your own personality. Like, and you get to decide what you do and don't want. Yeah, sorry y'all. My chat is not working right, but I have a ducks. Oh my gosh, I got it from one of my neighbors. I have a dachshund and a labradoodle. I don't know. Labradoodle? Yeah, I'm not good with dog breed names. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm pretty bad at it, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, the nice part about being honest about what you go through is that you get to sit back and say, you know what, I loved this about that person, I loved that, I loved this. And you just get to bask in that instead of basking in, oh, well, you know what I hated about this person, and that thing is the reason we didn't work out, and this is their fault, and they're this and they're that. That's so hateful, and it's boring. It's boring, and it gets repetitive and tedious, and it gets to the point where you gotta work to do it. Like, that becomes your job, trying to, like, figure other people out. Oh my gosh. Here's another thing. Speaking of love and being able to talk about what you love about people instead of what you hate, this man never let me starve. And I love that about him. Like, I really do. I love him so much. And it's never going to change. That's my baby. It'll always be my baby. And then someday when I meet someone that treats me better, he's gonna be my baby too. Like, it's okay to love more than once. You're not a horrible person because your first relationship didn't work out. It wasn't supposed to. Because I look back at my relationships, and sometimes, like, those relationships would be the idea of how high my consciousness could be. Okay, so this person, like, smokes all day, and they hate their life, and they don't work, or they don't want to show up for me. Okay, so... So do I want to stay here, or do I not want to stay here? Like, do I want to consider this the highest level of what my consciousness can do is tolerate this man? Or do I want to move on? Not necessarily move on, but do I want to move up? Do I want to move up? Like, yeah, I do. But dang, like, that could have been so beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, me and this man could have been so beautiful. But he didn't want to admit the fact that he deserves love. I can't change that. Yeah, I love him forever. Feels so good to talk about it. Feels so good to just be like, I love. Instead of being like, I hate and I'm mad. Like, that's so boring. And it gets predictable, okay? It gets predictable after, like, the second time of doing it. So boring. I refuse. Bringing me pizza. Like, you cannot communicate, but I love you so much. I was just talking about pizza. Like, because, here's the thing. We went to go on a date, and then we fought, and I was like, I'm not going to sit here and fight with you in public. And then he comes over here with a pizza. Like, we were going to get a pizza, but... Sometimes he lets the idea of him not deserving love get in between us, and that I can't live with. I can't do that for the rest of my life. Because for me to stay with him would encourage the idea that he doesn't deserve love. So I also can't do that to him. Because it's like a direct reflection of him seeing me coming back to him and loving the way that he is. It's like, so that would be me saying I love that he doesn't think he deserves love. Like, and that's not what I'm saying. But I do love him. Anyway. That's my baby, y'all. Like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I hate him. I can't. I try. 53. It is good, Tex. These jalapenos is going just right. Just right. You know what? Like, part of me hopes he shows up again. You know what? I realized that I didn't get you a drink. Me too. I realized that too. And I'll be like, you want half of it? You know what? Like, I'm so grateful for myself that I can just sit here and love. I really am. It's so much fun. And it's so much more fun than hating. 54, 44, 54, 45. It is so much fun. Oh. So, get your snacks, get your B's and your D's, because this a hangout, y'all. This a hangout. We have been chilling for a hot minute. All of us. It's nice. I do need a drink though. I really be like halfway through eating jalapenos and I start watering up trying to act like I can take it. I can't. But I love it though. It's so good. Mm. I guess you can have a little. She's crying. Come here. Come on. I'm not coming to you. Up. Good. Hey, no, you're cheating. You're balancing on me. Come on. Up. Good girl. Yes, she is. She had a bad day, y'all. I dropped her. She's so tiny. I hiked her up on my shoulder and she went, whoop. I'm like, no, man. And then I opened the door and her paw got stuck under the door. He took her out and I think he hurt her other foot. I'm like, yo, like it is not, today is just not hers. Today's just not hers. So sad. Excuse me. Like, I've never seen her have that bad of a day. I really have not. Yeah. Get your chips and you drink a drink. Because this is a tea party, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, really. Because whenever I'm on here, like, I just want some company. And it's a bonus when it's good company. And when people aren't just on my live to say I'm, like, fat and stuff. Because, like, first of all, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, I'm chunky. I love food. I love food. Which is great because I used to have an eating disorder. So, like, these are the things that people don't know. And then they call you names. And, like, you literally recovered from it, like, 8 years ago. It's just like, where were you? No! Nope, that's it. That's it. You're done. You're done. You're not going to talk to me like that. What did you think this was? You don't have to sit there. You're teasing yourself. Yeah, you are. No! What did I tell you? What did I tell you? You're not going to talk to me like that. You are not getting anything when you talk like that. Like, I don't know her. Jeez. No, don't even think about it, bro. I don't want to hear it. She be chomping at me. I'm like, girl, you act like you about to get something like that. What? Good girl. You can't be talking to me like that. She gets it from her dad. Like, I'm like, I always be saying that to him. Always. Yeah, oh no, it sucked. It really sucked, y'all. To see her go through that. She is a good girl though. Like I said, like when she wants to be, right, we cuddle and we'll eat snacks together and like whatever. She'll hang out. Like she's a certified chiller. Like I can definitely say that. Which is really cool. The only time she doesn't chill, and I'm working on it, is when I leave. And nobody's here. Like that's when she is not chill. But I'm really trying to train her like I can either be here all the time and always be with you and then we both go crazy, or or I can like leave sometimes and teach you that I can't always be with you. Look at me. I can't be with you all the time because I love you. Yeah. Yeah, and if we're with if we're with each other all the time, we're gonna drive each other crazy. And yeah. You're a good girl. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I wanted her to know that. How? So, excuse me. She is cute. And the only thing about having a puppy is like sometimes like, especially when they're fresh out of litters, like you get them from a litter, they're gonna have detachment anxiety. It's the only thing. So I'm trying to really like cut that habit from her, because like I'll cuddle with her, like I'll cuddle with her for hours sometimes, and I just want her to know it's not like that all the time. Because we both deserve space. Yeah. So, I'm gonna be real, like, the more that you hang on to people, the more that they're going to use it against you. Like, I really felt the need to just talk about that real quick. Because, what are you looking at? Ouch. So, what was I saying? I don't know. I'm having a bad day. Like, she had a bad day, and, like, I'm always happy, but, like, I kind of had a bad day. Like, let me be real, like, I kind of had a bad day today. Like, I was actually doing a vlog today, and then I'm gonna have to finish it a different day, because, like, I'm not, like, complaining, but I did go in to get a job today, and then I got the orientation today, like, 2 hours later, and then it was just, like, a bad day because of, like, my ex, and it was this and it was that, and then, like, I was late, and yeah, so it just was a weird day, but it was still, like, really great because, like, the sun was out, and everybody was happy, and, like, I got to eat today. That's really cool. Like, there's been days that I didn't eat. Days at a time that I wasn't getting what I needed. So, I'm grateful. And I have some Shui, which is also my ex's. Like, he really, like, like, he had a tendency, thank you, he had a tendency to definitely, like, get in his ego, but, like, he took care of me. I'll say that. Like, he did though. But sometimes he used like taking care of me against me, so that part wasn't cool. But like, it was cool when like we were both present. Like that was my favorite part about him. When he had a good day and he was present, like he was a beautiful person. He really was. Excuse me. Excuse me. But I know you want some more pizza. I love him so much. Thank you. Thank you, Real. I'm gonna just call you Real. I got Tex and I got Real. And Tex OG. Like you got two nicknames, Tex. I don't know. That's kind of a weird question to ask somebody else. That is, I feel like there's a lot I could say to that. um. Anyway, I just won't say anything. This actually is not even my longest live. I like to talk. I do. I do. And if y'all like to listen, like, we're gonna get along. Love to talk. I love to, like, tell stories and just, like, entertain. I really do. It makes me ting. It makes me ting. Light up. I'm glad. Because y'all are more than welcome to like input like freely. If you want, like, and this is for everybody. Like anybody who ever sees this in the whole existence of this video, like you're more than welcome to get on my lives and ask for readings and ask like, but you just gotta be cool. Like you can't just come on and demand and blah, 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 blah. Like that's a little too much. But I love when people come on and they naturally get a reading. Like I just naturally do something that resonates with them. Or people just get on and they're cool to me and they like reciprocate my reading. Because I've had people that I've read to and they'll just like stare at me. They'll just stare at me. And like, like you can tell that they're a siphoner. Like that's so creepy. Like I can physically feel you like taking my energy as I tell you what your reading is. And it's like the reading, if y'all read, like the reading that you could be doing for somebody else, like you're like, dude, like these sound like my cards. So it's like you're literally like giving them your energy. Like it's so weird how it works. But yeah. Excuse me. It's a little unsettling. Because I'd just be sitting here like, I love readings. I love to like sit down with people and learn them. I'm not saying you're doing that, Tex. But I've like actually sat with people and I was like looking them in the eyes and I'm like, you don't actually care about anything I'm saying. It's so weird. Like it's such an odd feeling. Cause like, are you capable of feeling? Ugh. I will say like, it's funny. the scariest thing about doing readings is that you might meet dangerous people. But the most fun thing about doing readings is that you might meet some beautiful people. Hey. Like, it's really all about, like, versatility and double-sided perspective. It is weird. Yeah, like, you would think kind of communicate. And that's exactly what it is. Because I've had people, like, directly get on my lives before and hate on me, like, drag me through the mud for, like, what I'm wearing or, like, my weight or whatever. And then they ask me for a reading. They ask me for a literal, like, reflection. And then when I give them bad cards, like, I've had bad cards, and yes, I have, like, met some intimidating people. I've met some people where I'll, like, talk to them and I'll question, like, are you, like, do you see things? Like, I don't ask them, but I, like, will get energy, and I'm like, wow, this person is, like, so far gone that they're seeing things. Like, I don't truly, like, I don't want to say schizophrenia, because schizophrenia is so stigmatized that you're, like, a narcissist and you're this and you're that. But, like, I've not only been with people, but I have read off people that I'm like, are you, like here? Like, are you here? Yeah. And that's really what it comes down to, because these are people that, like, just don't feel. Just don't feel. And that's, like, the most intimidating part. Like, they'll be telling me what they're seeing, and I'm like, that's evil. Like, you're not schizophrenic, you're not this, you're not that, like, you're not crazy. But, like, you gotta put, like, the pills down type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta put the alcohol down. You gotta relax. You're going really far, man. Like, you're going pretty far away from me. Yeah. Like, and then they'll tell me they're crazy. Like, they will. People will tell me that they're crazy. People will tell me that they're an ace hole. People will tell me that, like, people will tell me about homicidal maniacs. Like, and then you'll sit back and you'll say, do you idolize these people? Like, yeah. Like, so I have, yes, I have met some people. And this is not just through tarot, but I mean, I've done some crazy readings, but, like, I have just met people in my general life, and I'm, like, so grateful. Like, part of what brings me back to my own presence, and it's sad, but part of what brings me back to, like, my own presence and being in the moment is I will look around and, like, see how far away from the present other people are, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that I am, like, considering enlightenment. Like, I'm so grateful that, like, I think for myself. And that's what, and then I, like, slowly snap back and back into my own body. But I have not been around a lot of people that are enlightened. So, like, that has always been a scary thought to me. I have not always been around people that do work on themselves. And so when I attract people who are narcissistic, I get it. I do. Because I did attract them, but don't fucking talk to me like that. Like, you're way over the line. Like, some of the stuff that I've heard people say to me just absolutely mind boggles me. And then it, like, has snapped me. Also, that in itself has snapped me into enlightenment. Because I'll look at what they're saying and I'll say, but I'm not crazy, and I'm not asking you too much, and I'm not doing the most because I told you no. So discernment is what it comes back to. So 1 hour 14:44. One second. So 1 second. Excuse me. So yeah, basically just the moral of my whole story here is that honesty is the best policy. And yes, Tex, I would not recommend it. But what I would recommend, right, is the lessons that you can learn from being around people that are lost. Honestly, because you can look at somebody who is lost and like you can directly like see your own self. But it is at the expense of admitting who they are. And so that kind of can be the really tricky part. Because I don't want to do that. Thank you, Smoke. Yeah, I don't want to 11616. I don't always want to admit who other people are because it truly is me sitting with them and saying, I like see your intention. I see your intention and I also see that you do not see my intention. And with that, I must then slowly let them go and let them grow. And that can be the most painful part because like I wanted to grow with him. I wanted to grow with him. Like that's what I wanted. But the fact that sometimes like we fight the way we do, like some people love that toxic shit. I don't love that toxic shit. Like I am not going to like drop on my knees and like beg you for your time. Way above that. As much as sometimes I would like to revert just for fun, like I am not going to do that. And I am not going to throw things at you and call you names to like contribute to my ego and help me get my anger out about things that actually don't have anything to do with you. Like I'm not going to do that. That's just not who I am. And see, like you can sit with a narcissist and say I'm just not that person. But they will try to convince you that you are continuously. Like, this is not just a one-time instance. Like, this is however long you allow these people to be in your life, they are going to do this. So it's okay to accept defeat. Like, that's what I'm hearing right now. It's okay to just accept. And then move through. Move through. I think like I also feel the need to say if you ever feel like something isn't right, then just let it go. Like, because when you find, and maybe you already have, but when you find the person that you're meant to spend the rest of your life with, I really feel the need to talk about this, then you're gonna have that. Like, you're gonna have that in your heart, and you're gonna know that you can come home to them, and that you can come home and you can love. And you can come home to love because you and their, and the love that you guys share makes it home, is what I'm trying to say. Like, that's what it's gonna be. And maybe you won't know it first. Maybe you won't. But, like, deep down, you're gonna know you feel right. And that's the thing. Like, no, you know what? Maybe you're gonna fight with this person at first. Maybe you're gonna not, like, right off the bat, get along with their essence. You know? So, it's, that's okay. That's okay. But you're gonna like know that like you guys can fight and it's not going to prolong itself. You're gonna know that you guys can fight and it's not gonna turn into something worse because this person is gonna be able to communicate to the level of your own communication. And it's gonna make you feel good. And the reason that you're going to get this, the reason you're gonna get this, is because you're admitting that you deserve it. Finally. Welcome home.